Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. We're going to go ahead and kick off the showdown now. We wanted to give you guys a few minutes so you could all trickle in. For all of you latecomers, we're so excited to hear the pitches everyone has today. I'm going to run through a quick run of show, introduce our judging panel, and talk a little bit about how the structure is going to work. So first and foremost, a big thanks to all of the mentors and workshop leaders for helping our finalists get prepared for today. And a big thank you to our finalists. I know you guys have worked so hard on the pitches that you've prepared, and I am so excited for everyone to hear them and to hear them myself. And yeah, your work is incredible. I've been hearing really great feedback from your mentors and from the judges from the last round. Speaking of judges, I'll go through who will be judging the showdown today. So our panel of judges are made up of industry and thought leaders. They are Chris from Dialect, Roniel from Audius, and I apologize if I say anyone's name wrong. Josh Ong from Boardroom Ventures, Bin from Boba Guys, Alex P from Faraway, Meltem from CoinShares, Mike from Mike Dudas from Six Man Ventures, Wayne from Magic Eden, and Drip House is also here. So thank you guys for being part of this today. The way judging is going to work is that once the stream ends, the judges will asynchronously judge the finalists, and we're going to announce winners once all the judges have finished deliberating. So keep an eye out on Twitter. That's where we'll be announcing everyone once all the judges have provided us their deliberations. So the run of show today is we're going to have our finalists have 3 minutes to pitch, and then the judges will then have 3 minutes to ask questions. As MC, I apologize if anyone runs over. I will have to pop in and give you guys a time warning. And yeah, so without further ado, we can go ahead and get started. Also, as a shout out, one of our finalists had to pull out due to personal reasons, so we will be moving forward with 9. So yeah, without further ado, the first finalist who will have 3 minutes to give their pitch is Hellbenders.
Hi, everyone. First, I'd like to thank you to take the time to learn a little bit about Hellbenders. I'm Nat Jones, creative director for the Hellbenders Association and creator and artist for Hellbenders MC. A little history on me. I'm an artist and writer for comics, video games, fashion, and film. I've worked on properties like Spawn, Death Dealer, Dark Souls, and 28 Days Later, working with creative powerhouses like John Carpenter, Joe Hill, Rob Zombie, and a lot more. I was art director on the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition video game series. And my wife and I also created Lewis Mayhem, which is one of Canada's top alternative fashion brands, shipping goth, punk, cult, and festival clothing all over the world. Traditional passive IP creation are blocked, and I see it more and more every day. But the Hellbenders are here to show us a new road. So what is Hellbenders? Hellbenders is an outlaw biker gang of amphibious superheroes, an NFT collection, a mobile DApp, and a way of life. They're an ancient society of giant salamanders driven from their homes in the cool waters of the Appalachians by pollution, overdevelopment, and corporate greed. Now they're out on the road, taking no crap, saving the planet, and living their best life. Self-sovereignty. That's really what we're all looking for, and the Benders are here to show us the way. The Hellbenders are riding into Solana as a composable, permissionless, and decentralized mobile MMOG for Phantom, Saga, and the NFT backpack. Members can choose the roles they want, enjoying games, collecting the art, exploring the Hellbender story, and focusing on their own personal journey, creating their own projects with the power and support of the Hellbenders community and DAO. The Hellbenders Association is a Colorado public benefit Article 56 cooperative. It's exempt from security laws. It has protocol integrated into every aspect of gameplay for on-chain immediate royalty share with upstream distribution channels. We're building games, we're developing media properties, and we firmly believe that the future of IP creation is on Web3. We also have a team really experienced in B2C sales and marketing. We're leveraging the power of the Solana blockchain for real-world tangible products. including comic books, clothing, collectibles, and a lot more. We even have a Hellbenders whiskey in production right now. We have a strong focus on high quality art and story, but backing it up on the tech side, we also have an amazing dev team, including Robert Wetzel, who's the former chief data scientist at the U.S. Department of Defense, technology executive of the FDA, and a consultant to the U.S. Air Force. And we have a full team of front-end, full stack, and blockchain and web and mobile apps software engineers as well. We're building sustainable apps to take us to the future of Web3. So ride with the Hellbenders on an epic adventure beyond time, space, and the death grip of global civilization. Thanks again. Join the club and bend it till it breaks.
Amazing.
Hey, Tess, I think the video was not working correctly. I think we weren't seeing the actual like pitch materials during that.
I don't know that everyone has pitch materials.
Oh, okay.
If you don't, that's totally fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, whatever you guys want to do within your 3-minute pitch is totally okay. And thank you, Nat, for that amazing pitch. Sorry for the technical video difficulties. We're working on it in the back end. So if you guys aren't showing up as pinned, we're working on getting that set up. Amazing. But judges, do you guys have any questions for Nat and the Hellbenders pitch?
I have a question. I guess
Okay.
there's a lot that you're doing and it sounds really cool. I guess, what are you doing first? Like, what's going to be your first, product release, or how are you prioritizing things?
We've already created a series of 300,000 unique NFTs that were dropped on Drift House. They're game boards. They're kind of the start of the journey to get everybody into the system and into the community. We're really kind of doing a lot of things at the same time, but we've been in development for over 2 years. So we have a lot of history, and the team's been doing a lot of different things, different sides. From the tech point of view, I'm more of the art side. So I'm not completely always up to date with exactly where we're headed in the tech world, but I know that there's more and more amazing stuff. We have animators working on a lot of stuff. But really right now we're working towards releasing for XNFT and the Saga phone. We've been developing for that for quite a while. And we, since before the release of the Saga phone. So did that answer questions, or?
I guess, is the first release, is it a game? Is that what
Yes.
I know you have the NFT? Got it.
Yes.
Cool. Like a mobile game, it sounds like.
Yeah, we're really been working, like I said, with the Saga phone to really leverage that tech. And then with the introduction of NFT backpack and what we can do there. It's kind of over the past couple of years, because of the development of tech, we've had to shift a couple of times, or could shift into even, a stronger position. So that's where we're at right now.
And what do you think this is Mike. What do you think the primary revenue model will be here? Is it sounds like you're using Drip, so that's a great distribution mechanism to get the NFTs out to a bunch of folks and help them discover it. But I assume that's free. What do you see as kind of the future revenue model here?
You're taking, you're minting a fake ID, which is your PFP, and with your PFP, you create a brood and onboard more people. There are items that are bought within, and NFTs that would be purchased in the crypto, but also the idea of selling items outside, that real world tangible items as well. So there will be at the collector, the online web standard kind of revenue chain, but also working outside of that to, building full IP and delivering products like not only, like I said, we've got a whiskey in development. We have comic books, clothing, collectibles, but we're also going to be doing the digital collectibles and things as well. So we've got a current NFT collection, but on top of that, we've got a lot more planned. that will have a price associated. So that revenue will be coming in through that.
Hey, Chris here from Dialect.
Hi.
Congrats on the presentation. Can you remind me your name?
Nat Jones.
Nat, great to meet you. Congrats on all the success. So one of the more interesting things that you described was your plans for Adapt that you'd launch on Saga and as an XNFT. Tell us a little bit about what your earliest plans are for gaming, because I think there's tremendous potential for NFT projects to expand into games and interactivity. Can you describe a little bit of what your near-term roadmap looks like for that?
Well, right now we're really trying to get the app ready to release on Saga. So we've been building that for quite a while. And we've got, I probably should have shown some more materials. I had plans to, but didn't expect to go first. So I kind of jumped the gun and went a little bit fast. But we do have full animations. We have gameplay that is working. And we're getting close to being able to release something for Saga right now.
Awesome. Thanks, judges, for your awesome questions. And don't worry, Nat, if you want to share further materials, we'll be posting all of these pitches on the NFT Showdown landing page once this stream concludes. So everyone will be able to go back and reference them for all eternity. We'll also be
Thank you
guys on Twitter. Amazing. So without further ado, let's go to our next contestant. I'm picking these at random. You guys, or let me see, who's going next? Let's see, Alchemy Battle for Oncos team. Are you guys up for pitching now?
Yeah. Can I share my screen?
Yeah. Chris, are you able to give them, who are the names of everyone who will be presenting so Chris can manually enable?
I think it's just going to be me doing the whole presentation.
Perfect. All right, the floor is yours.
Okay, so today I would like to introduce you to our game, Alchemy Battle for Oncos, through a short story of a Web 2 user's journey into becoming a Web 3 gamer. We start with one of our team members' Twitch streams, Ali Straza, who is showcasing the game to her live stream. One of the players has their interest piqued in the game, and they decide to make the jump into our Discord to try it out themselves. As they get into the Discord, they are introduced to the game through a tutorial battle series, which introduces them to the mechanics of the game and also a little bit to the world that they're going to explore. As they go to explore this world, on the back end, our team automatically creates for them a custodial Solana wallet that they can use to store their SPL tokens and in-game items. They start to create their army of descendants, our good characters, to battle against the prime enemy of the game, Vokrode and his evil army. They quickly realize that they need to become stronger in order to do this, so they embark on a series of mainline story quests as well as side quests, one of which leads them into the Enchanted Forest. They are greeted by an Enchanted Forest AI-powered NPC called Mitao, who guides them through the forest away from enemies and towards the loot and experience that they desire. As they become stronger and stronger by going on these quests, they start to want to test their strength in a series of PvP battles. They enter into the in-house alchemy tournament battles, as well as any partnered Discords who install our tournament Discord bot into their server as a way to engage their users, and they can compete for prizes there as well. After earning some prizes through going on quests and from participating in these tournaments, they start to realize they've accumulated a lot of resources in this mysterious new database called the Solana blockchain. They start to learn more about this blockchain and that they can mint their in-game assets using our one-click easy mint function. Thanks to compressed NFTs, they can do this with any item in-game at a really cheap price, and they can transfer those items and sell them on third-party marketplaces. They also start to learn the power of self-custody. They create themselves a backpack wallet. They start the process of transferring all of the NFTs and items they've collected in their custodial wallet over to their non-custodial wallet. They also pick up one of our primary NFTs, a God of Alchemy, which they then realize is an executable NFT. They put it in their backpack, they execute it, and they start staking it to earn Spirit. Spirit, which they can use to craft proposals for our game and also vote on other players' proposals, helping shape the future world of alchemy and the things that they can do. From there, they start to explore more of the Solana ecosystem, perhaps going into the famous Fox Discord and picking up one of their NFTs, going on one of the missions on their website, or a custom Discord quest that we help create with them. perhaps they participate in a Hacker House tournament and they win a Fire Dancer Flame Sword. And with that, this Web2 user has become a full-time Web3 gamer, learning the power of self-custodial ownership, open market economies, and making a ton of friends along the way.
Amazing. This was an awesome pitch. I love your artwork. Judges, do you guys have any questions for the Alchemy team?
Yeah, it's super fun. Thanks for sharing. So all the gameplay, is that happening in Discord via the bot?
Yeah, right now. So we've been bootstrapping this project ourselves on a really low budget. And we tried making a Unity game at first, and I think it was just like a little too cumbersome. And so the Discord bot's actually been lower to the ground way for us to push some of the features that we wanted. So all of the gameplay actually takes place through the Discord bot. And yeah, it spits out videos. It's very interactive. I think it goes further than any other Discord game has gone.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Ben. Question: what is like the tone and the vibe now that it's like mostly, you're saying it's mostly text-based via the Discord pod?
It has full video functionality, and it spits out images. So we have the coder on our team. We met him through automated video editing, editing for my wife's Twitch channel, and he's really good at creating like on-demand videos. And so you'll cue an action, and it'll spin up a video in about like 4 seconds, and then it'll shoot you the video, and then you can click play, and it'll show you sort of like the result of your action.
Got it. And it sounds really kind of a little bit self-referential. Is it like funny? Is it serious? Is it what's the tone of the game?
Yeah, I think to like the main storyline, we want to be a little bit serious, but I think that we want there to sort of be like a little bit of fun in the world of like, you can explore these other places that could have a little bit more of that comedy element. One of the references that we use for this is sort of like Diablo, where the main story in Diablo is very serious, but then there's some fun little things in there, like the Rainbow Unicorn Land, where it's very different than the actual gameplay, and you're fighting against these like rainbow unicorns.
Alex from far away here. You mentioned you get rewards. Are these rewards that you then go back and use in the game and equip on your character?
Yeah, so they can be a multitude of rewards. So I'd say a lot of the rewards are going to be like that. They're going to be additional characters you can use, ways to level up your characters and respec them, items that you can use to change the way that you battle. But also we've been doing weekly tournaments, and just for like USDC SPL tokens, which has gotten some of the users who weren't previously really into Solana, because they're like, oh, I have like $50 in USDC now. Like, what can I do with it? And then now they're like trading different tokens and stuff. So I'd like to, another thing we're doing is a tournament with the Bastards, the NFT project, and they're putting up a couple of their Bastards as prizes. And so I think that's a really cool way for people to go from playing our game to all of a sudden like having an NFT and being part of another community. And so I'm hoping that, with more of those, we can make it not just about our game, but also about like the general Solana ecosystem.
Cool. Thanks, Mason.
Oh, never mind. No more time for questions.
Sorry. I want to make sure we're keeping things moving in a timely manner. So I'm so sorry, but I encourage judges to interact with our finalists on Twitter and ask them any additional questions if you need more information to make your final decisions. That's totally awesome and encouraged. Cool. So we'll move on to our next finalist, ImpactAid.
Okay, that's me. Hello, everyone. Can I share my screen?
Yes. One sec. We'll make you co-host and let you share.
I got it. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, hi, everyone. My name is Akshad, and I'm here to tell you about the ImpactAid project. The purpose of ImpactAid is to connect global benefactors, artists, and NFT collectors to social enterprises in India through blockchain. The main aim is to create a network of NGOs, social enterprise, NFT collectors, and benefactors. A lot of people don't contribute to NGOs and social enterprises because of their lack of trust. To build that trust, we want to use blockchain and provide them with real-time information about their contribution using a unique collectible that is called the ImpactAid kit. This network will be supported using virtual volunteer engagement programs, online forums, and creating active communities using social media platforms on Discord, Instagram, and Twitter. To add another layer of transparency, we will organize webinars or Ask Me Anything sessions between the benefactors, artists, and the NGOs to question, share ideas, and provide feedback, and to always have an open communication channel. Each organization that or NGO that wishes to connect with us is helped by the IAC. It's called the ImpactAid cell. It has three major functions. First, to familiarize NGO and organizations with the ImpactAid project, break the ice between the two teams, and educate them about Solana and blockchain. To maintain transparency about the use of funds provided by the benefactor and to make the organization familiarized with the same process. And to create a special verification sticker called the IAC verification sticker. To make sure that our benefactors are safe from fraud, we are developing layers of authentications, providing people with unique stickers that are made up of signatures and materials and the color palette of our company. The main thing is the ImpactAid kit or the collectible. On the one face of the collectible, it's a case. It's like a cassette case. It has the collectible or the illustration by the artist, which is IAC verified on one side, and an LCD display on the other, which is connected to the NGO server and will provide the collector or benefactor with real-time updates, special invitations, events, and volunteer opportunities. The phase one of this project is to open a portal for artists on our website, and everyone will be notified through social media. The first 500 artists who register will be contacted directly by our team for their artwork, and then the IAC will create verified unique collectibles with the NGO. The project will happen in phases. That is what we have thought about it till now, based on the requirements and needs of the NGOs and social enterprises. The more the network grows, the more we'll be able to make the impact. So that's the ImpactAid project.
Amazing. Thank you, Akshaj. I appreciate it. Judges, do you have any questions? Any questions going once, going twice?
Yeah,
so
I'll hop in with one. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to understand. So are these all physical collectibles that also have a digital twin? Actually, you're muted.
Each of them are a physical collectible with a digital screen on the side. And on one side, we'll have the illustration.
Cool.
I was curious, what communities have you seen the most interest from so far, like both on the kind of minter side and the cause side?
The most interest I have seen from people who are actually running the NGOs. The reason because India, it's not easy to get funds in India, and I have only shared my project with people who are working with social groups as of now. So I hope that answers your question. Is that the question that you asked?
I guess for any of those NGOs, like, I guess I'm just trying to wrap my head around like who's wanting to use this and why. Like, is there like a specific use case for one of them maybe that you could speak to, and like, you know, who they're targeting as the folks consuming this and donating to them?
I didn't get your question. Can you rephrase it for me?
Yeah. I'm just asking, like, if you could walk us through a specific example of how an NGO wants to use this.
Okay, so for example, if you as a benefactor buy this collectible from one NGO, a certain percent, say 40% goes to the NGO, 40% goes to the artist, and 20 goes to our organization that is trying to make this work. So that is the kind of contribution it is making. Once you buy this NFT from us, it's also something that is replaceable, this card, and you can buy another NFT from the same NGO and use that. If that again answers your question.
Cool. Thanks, Akshaj, for the answer. Whoa.
Thank you.
Akshaj, for the answer. Sorry, tongue twister. Your name got my tongue all twisted. Thanks, Ronil, for your questions, and judges for your questions. So we'll move on to our next finalist now. So get ready, drum roll for Loopers, the Loopers team.
Hey, hello, guys. Can you hear me? I had some issues with microphone. I hope it's okay now. Do you mind if I share the screen for the presentation?
Sure. We'll give you co-host permissions now, so you can share your screen with us.
Okay, thank you. I believe this is the screen.
Amazing.
Yeah, I hope you can see it. Thank you. So, hi everyone, and my name is Ivan, and I'm part of the Loopers team, and I would like to ask you for a few moments of your precious time for introducing Loopers. Who or what are the Loopers? Well, Loopers are not just some imaginary creatures, rather they represent ecosystem with a rich lore such as their history, their culture, their habitat, even their everyday activities. And our intention with this project is to tell you the story of the Loopers. Since we cherish and focus on the art, is there any better way to tell the story than through the comics? So what you can expect from us are a series of the comics where numerous Loopers adventures will be told through unique art and interesting stories. However, to give you a better understanding of the background of those adventures in the comics, we'll constantly share lore notes where we'll introduce all the details of the Loopers lore, such as where they live, what is their surrounding, what jobs they do, and what they do in their free time, even some of their traditions and the legends. And to bring those comics to life, or better say to blockchain, we plan to collaborate with upcoming project called the Reader, which will provide collectors experience, and we truly believe that all comics enthusiasts will love it. And to give you just a glimpse into the art we are talking about, we wanted to share with you just a few PFPs that will represent Loopers and their story. Our ultimate dream would be to create digital card collecting game where Loopers would be just one of the card sets that you could collect, that you can trade and use in game. However, we are completely aware of the complexity of such thing and amount of resources we needed for DCG. So we'll apply for different grants to acquire those resources to achieve this milestone. And our plan is to constantly expand the world of Loopers through introduction of new nations, their stories as well, and how they interact with Loopers and how they interact with each other. And for the end, I would like to thank you for your time and patience and ask you to join us on this Loopers journey.
Awesome. What an awesome deck. Wolves are my favorite animal, so I was very excited to see this pitch.
Thank you.
Judges, do you have any questions for Vega and the Loopers pitch?
Yeah, Chris here. Vega, awesome art. I love the visual style. So if I'm understanding correctly, you're starting with a PFP collection with comics that you're going to launch on D-Reader and with like lore notes. Can you talk a little bit more about your long-term plans for how you intend to expand the IP? Like what other kinds of collectibles, how can fans engage with your content? And then like, what are your plans for monetization on that?
Sure. So yeah, you're correct. Our plan is to start with lore nodes, PFP, and comics. And actually, our monetization would be through basically comics. Our main goal is to constantly expand the story. So we will strive to find the new stories, new adventures for the loopers, but not just loopers. We plan to introduce new animals, new creatures, whole nations that will also be part of the whole loopers story, and they will also get their share into comics as well.
And is the plan to make this all paid, or do you have like a way to onboard new folks through a free tier?
Well, we already have our designers and our storytellers that will help us to bring these stories. However, we are always open to hear the stories and to hear suggestions from the community, and that other people reach to us and give us suggestions what they want to see in this whole story.
I think the question was the reverse of that, though, is so in other words, in order to get access to the product, is this a NFT token gated, comic world and product?
Sorry, I misunderstood. No, so basically PFPs will be more oriented to, let's say, get some discounts on the comics, but we are not forbidding to people that don't have PFPs, or maybe not are into PFPs and not into NFTs. That maybe they are just into comics and they want to own just comic and read the comic. You can get the comic without owning PFP. PFP owner of the PFPs will primarily get some discounts, maybe get some free sheets of new comic, or some maybe colored version of some other comics as well.
Thank you.
So do you view that as a utility NFT, or in other words, like you're talking about additional content that it unlocks, or is it more of similar to, hey, I might like a specific Marvel comic character, and therefore, I buy the physical figurine or, plush toy for my kids, things like that. Is this more of a collectible or a utility NFT?
More collectible. We really don't strive to provide like hundreds and hundreds of the utilities. We really want to focus on the art and comics and stories. The lore will be the main point. PFPs are just collectibles.
Makes sense to me. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. Really big, awesome deck. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll move on to our next team. Is the IAM or IAM team here?
Yes, I'm here. Hi. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, go for it. And sorry, is it IAM or how do you pronounce it?
I am.
Cool. Yeah, the floor is all yours.
Yes. Wait, I'm having trouble. Wait, I have a technical problem. Can I go later? I need to quit and reopen the. Sorry.
Yeah, totally fine. We'll have you go next after. Is the Ideator team able to go? Cool. I see a thumbs up.
Let me just share my screen here. Just be a moment.
Awesome. We can see your screen.
Perfect. All right. So I'm Joseph, co-founder of Ideator, and we believe that every NFT tells a story. And we help collectors celebrate these stories by providing exciting new ways to showcase their NFTs. Our team shares a collective passion for Web3, and we started on this journey to address our own problems. So in 2021, I wanted to add an NFT to my Twitter banner, but there wasn't an easy way to do this. I commissioned an artist to create a banner, but the delivery took weeks. There's no design platform which makes it quick and easy to personalize our NFTs for display on social media. Until now. But before we dig into that, here's a sneak peek at the NFT collection we are developing, a banknote series called Print Art. The traits are inspired by the culture of Web3 and existing Solana NFT collections. Each banknote contains trait sections which are generatively mixed to create unique NFTs. Connect a wallet containing a print art NFT to Ideator, and you unlock the ability to embed an avatar of your choice and download the banner to use on Twitter. Ideator will also enable Solana NFT collectors to remix their NFTs using AI and transform any 2D NFT into a stunning animated 3D masterpiece. Because here's the thing, we all hang out on Twitter and Discord, and when we share our NFTs, we often just copy the static image into a tweet. But that's not going to draw the most eyes. So we're designing customizable 3D visualizations to showcase your NFTs on any social platform. Solana has features which are immensely attractive to our product. We can embed a miniaturized version of Ideator into XNFTs so holders can create banners within the Backpack wallet. And Solana's speed, low fees, and innovations like state compression make it the perfect layer one for our NFTs and product. We are establishing Cedros Studio to design custom illustrations and 3D visualizations for Solana NFT collections. And we will create product distribution through direct outreach, targeted ads, and establishing relationships with NFT collections, onboarding millions of future NFT collectors to Ideator. Our plan to monetize includes a fee for service to provide custom designs through Cedros Studio, primary sales of NFTs like print art, along with a subscription component for premium features on Ideator. And payment platform Helio in combination with Solana would be an excellent option to scale our offering. So thanks for listening. We'd love to have your help in telling the story for NFT collectors across the Solana ecosystem and around the world.
Awesome. I have to say, you guys, I love that you guys are sticking to the 3-minute pitches because I always feel so mean when I have to cut people off short. So I really appreciate it. Another killer deck. Judges, do you have any questions for Joseph and Ideator?
I'll go if I can jump in, Joseph. I really like the project and the creativity here. I think that building your own banner or like generative banners and things is a really cool idea. But do you feel that the product kind of pigeonholes you because you are essentially making like banners for Twitter specifically? I did like the 3D customizable tweets that you can do and things like that, but how do you plan to kind of expand out of that one platform?
Yeah, 100%. So we're starting with Twitter, and the banknotes themselves are designed specifically for Twitter's like size and orientation. But we're basically our product allows us to create a canvas of any size. And as we expand like the designs that are on the platform, we'll be able to create things for Discord, Instagram, basically any social platform. But we're also we're going to be focusing on creating like animated and 3D visualizations for NFTs, which will be downloadable as videos, GIFs, so you can basically upload them to any platform that you want in a post. And working on the 3D elements as well will also position us well for what's coming from Apple with like the Vision Pro and like these AR and VR sort of experiences. Directionally, that's where we think that our product will head over the next X number of years. But we just don't think like the consumer is in that space right now. We've got all these 3D virtual worlds and platforms out there that don't have a lot of people on them. We're all in these 2D spaces. So we're trying to find a way to bring the 3D world, per se, into these 2D spaces that we're currently sort of inhabiting. Hopefully that speaks to your question.
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
Cool. Really awesome work. So I am team. Are you guys, or is your technical issue okay? Are you available to go?
I think it's okay. Let me try.
Perfect. We can give it a try.
Yeah. Are you seeing the screen?
Yeah, we can see the screen.
Perfect.
Okay,
so
the floor is yours.
Hello, I'm Leo, a blockchain developer and an engineering student, and this is IAM. Imagine owning a digital asset that you love, but the experience is confined to a screen. This is the reality of today's NFT and crypto space, full of fantastic IP whose potential is untapped. What if we could eliminate this digital boundary and bring these IPs to real life? That's exactly what IAMs aim to do. We transform digital IP into tangible merchandise, bridging the gap between virtual and physical world. Right now, the difficulty for merch in the Web3 world is that it still heavily relies on Web2 infrastructure or multi-purpose payment gateway. There is a lack of feature and incentive, and each Web3 entity uses a different supplier, so costs are driven up and quality remains low. We think that founders should focus on their project, not on time-consuming tasks like managing merchandise. That's why IAM is your all-in-one solution for merchandising, from ideation to creation, from sourcing material to managing logistics. And better, using IAM e-commerce, when buyers buy merchandise, they don't just get a physical item, they mint an NFT as a receipt of the purchase. This is very important for us. In fact, we understand that in the Web3 space, rewards are no longer an added bonus, but an expectation. This is why we are working to transform the receipt of purchase in a loyalty badge for your brands and your super fans. Other than the classical possible incentives, we are working on a traceable application to reward buyer by putting the merch they just bought on their PFP and wrapping your brand. So how does this work? User purchase their merch on the store, triggering the mint of the NFT. The minted NFT functions as a receipt of purchase, and its metadata contain all the information about the item. On purchase, the item can be claimed now or later, and the contract makes sure that it hasn't been claimed, and the XNFT integration makes claiming the item later a very simple task. Let's start. We are looking to start slow, with identifying and securing the supply chain with partners who share our commitment to quality and sustainability. Later, we will form partnership with influential and innovative IP to test run our process. Once the test runs are done, we'll start monetize by taking a cut of every revenue and selling different packages like branding and incentive. At Regime, we are looking to create a new merch drop every week, creating a rotating showcase of innovative design and creative expression. And we strive to continue to push the boundaries by developing other incentive forms for rewarding buyers and brands that choose us. And we later look to expand our idea to Web2 friendly, so the future user transitioning from Web2 can enjoy the tech with a different access point, with simplified UX, traditional method of authentication, and by effortlessly integrating our technology with Web2 brand gates. So, to recap, IAM stands at the intersection of e-commerce, accessory, and blockchain technology. We take a digital IP and translate them into physical merchandise, creating an NFT-based e-commerce experience. Thank you for your time.
Super cool. Thanks, Leo. Judges, do you have any questions for Leo and his pitch for IAM?
Happy to hop in. Oh, you go first.
Okay, I'll first question is just, how do you, when you say NFT IP, how do you think about maybe the different buckets and opportunities? Do you mean like images and putting merch on it? Like, are you going to be prescriptive about this to, folks who want to use your service, or are you going to take their ideas? Just curious how you think about IP and then recommending what products to create.
No, it will be only a collaboration. Like we will use the IP of the brands that come to us, and we will produce some merch, like for example, the Pudgy Penguin, because we are not looking only to do clothes. We are looking to do accessories, and like the Digots merch, something like this. But in the future, I will love to use these for Web2 brands as well, artists and big brands.
Got it. So in other words, you're starting with NFT IP. In the future, you'll use other brand IP. What is the, I guess, quote unquote, Web3 or NFT or crypto component of it? Is it the product authentication? Or, kind of how does the NFT play into this?
Yeah, the main reason why we are looking for the NFT side, it's one for like the proof of purchase. So you cannot buy fake clothes. I'm thinking about maybe Web2 brands that are for luxury Web2 brand. But in the biggest part about the NFT for me, it's the reward. Like imagine you are a brand, a very small brand, and you go sold out at your first collection. Like you want to reward your lawyers that's picked up for the first merge, maybe at the 10th merge. So it's something more like you can ask directly your buyer because they have a proof of purchase.
Cool. Thanks, Leo. We'll go to our next finalist, which is the Motion X pitch. Amazing. We can see your screen. The floor is yours.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Alan Zhou, the CEO and founder of Motion X. I'm so psyched to be here. A problem in our modern society is the burden of communication in real life. We want to tell the public about who we are and what we like. Communication was often done so with what wakes up our appearance, not what we say. When I see someone wearing a Mr. Beast t-shirt, I know he's a devoted fan without words from his mouth. Clearly, we don't talk to everyone on the street, so things just speak for themselves. Those kind of products are necessary for our expression. However, they also suffer a burden, the cost of binding with the physical appearance. You see, when we talk about those products, we don't focus on the quality of those shirts and cars, but only the symbol that's on there. We pay 90% of the price for the symbol, while the carrier is identical. I call that kind of product symbolic mediocre, and they are a waste of resource. One of the prime examples is merchandise. Merchandise is sold by most business as an advertising tool, sold as a carrier of the logo to be advertised to the public. Merchandise suffers from at least 3 problems: the problem of shipping cost, the problem of storage cost, and the problem of the economy of scale. When fewer units are produced, the unit costs get higher. Those problems hurt the organization and its customer. Those problems vanishes when the symbol are digitally published as an NFT. Obviously, no shipping cost and storage issue. You can have as many copies as you want to. Plus, they can also be in motion. But you're going to ask, how are digital symbol going to be seen in real life? That's why we started Motion X. By adding a license-gated screen to items we carry daily, those licensed NFT can have a bright presence in real life, integrated with people's appearance. In addition to traditional merchandise, our product can use the geolocation of the owner and displays business-themed NFT from cooperating organization to the city's most populated area, offering location-dependent passive income to the owner. Other than the 3 problems with physical appearance, we also have a need for our look to be as dynamic as possible, whether it's to express our identity or just feel on trend. Let's say, the Black Mirror season 6 is now streaming on Netflix, and I want something to be that shows the public I like it, I want to talk about it. For us, you can get the characters from Black Mirror on your headphone in an instant and sell them once the trend has passed. No product can switch style as fast as we do. Instead of switching things with different appearance, just switch the NFT on the same thing digitally. Plus, the thing will be built with top-notch quality and is made of recycled material, something that can last, something that doesn't make you feel wasteful. Our product would have an unsurpassable visual effect as it can showcase dynamic media while being the most eye-catching things at night. This is Motion X. We want to bring a new age to communication. Thank you.
Mic drop. Amazing. Thanks, Alan. That was an awesome deck. I really like the idea of personalization. Judges, do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, I can go. Hi, Alan. This has been from Bubble Guys. Do you happen to have background in either fashion or design, or are you more on the tech side?
I'm mixed between. I'm a dead-hard fashion fan for several years, but I never really designed too much. And on the tech side, I'm just getting started to, I have a goal of studying computer science master in Canada. But my major currently is a philosophy student, so I'm kind of on the both side and on the manager side of the thing. And also on the idea side, because philosophy is all about ideas.
Alan, thanks for your presentation. What kind of research have you done to see what products or what kind of interest you have from consumers on, for instance, having personalized headphones?
Personalized headphones?
Yeah, really trying to understand
Oh, yeah.
The market research you've done to understand that this is a need from the consumer side.
Okay. So if I jump back to my slide, we can see that some stickers on the water bottle. And I see those opportunities from the stickers that I seen in campus. Many students have sticker on the laptop and on the water bottle and even on the backpack. And also for some students, they have some sticker on the headphone. And those sticker is a symbol that's to tell them the identity and assert their value to others, to ease communication. And that is how I see the opportunity. And yeah, there's a lot of people wearing headphones in my campus as well. Our starting idea is the scooter, and which have a larger screen and is more mobile. However, have a very large budget that comes with it. So we switched to the headphone idea. And this is how the course of our company goes.
Awesome.
Yes.
I feel like headphones are a very big fashion statement among the youths.
Sure.
Cool. I also love your goal. Definitely keep working towards that computer science master's. That's an awesome thing to work for. Cool. Well, thanks, Alan. So we're going to move on to our final two projects, who are last, but certainly not least. We're going to end with a splash. So we're going to have the FAST team pitch, and then they'll be followed up by Blue Punch Buggy. So you guys know what to expect, but FAST.
Thank you, Tess. Yes, I'm here. I'm gonna share my screen. So can anyone see my screen? Is everything okay?
Yep, we can see your screen and the floor is yours. Thanks, Abraham. Take it away.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So hello, guys. Let me introduce you Access by FAST. I have, first of all, a few questions for you all. First of all, who likes tacos? Then, who likes to make business? And finally, who loves Solana? If any of these three questions it's me, then this is the right project for you. But let me start with a quick story. It all started in Universe C17, where after World War II, a radioactive cloud spread all around the world. This radiation made a percentage of humanity turn into half human, half animal. And of course, this cloud also arrived in Mexico, where people became an exo. And we open a portal from our universe to bring you the best of Access culture and the food, the tacos. So let me introduce you what is the problem that we have all thought about it. Let me guess that you all have thought, hey, I want to open a restaurant. And maybe all of us have thought about it. So what is that? Because there are very inaccessible investment opportunities in this market. Usually you require substantial capital, creating a high barrier for entry to this market. So let me introduce you the protagonist of this story. The Axos. The Axos tell a story. The Axos tell a culture. The Axos are part of our culture, are part of another universe, and we want to share with you this culture. We want with the Solana technologies like XNFTs to share the story, swap trades in the future so you can personalize your own Axos. And of course, the badass community of food sector in micro investors who are very passionate about the culinary world and the business game. We are all about making a real world impact and talking social issues while indulging into the love for food. So what is our ultimate goal? To establish a kick-ass taco chain worldwide that serves as the ultimate gathering spot for our tribe, the Axos, but not only our tribe, but also NFT communities. And what are the utilities from buying this AXO? First of all, the fractional ownership of the franchises. With your AXO, you will turn into an owner of all these franchises. Then the unique RG experiences, alternate reality gaming, mixing digital with the real world. Then the resale potential and the community membership and exclusive releases. In the future, we want to create a zero hunger program, a worldwide expansion, and of course, the jewel of the crown, the loyalty rewards platform FAST, where we want to turn Web 2 users into Web 3, creating a tokenized reward system when you can buy in different establishments or sell them through a marketplace. And with a collection of 5,000 NFTs, we want to create this business infrastructure and continue our work. And with a great team, the only thing I have left for you is a little announcement for our future holders. The first round of tacos is on me. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, epic. I love this idea. I think the chat is going wild for the taco idea. So it seems like I'm not alone in this. But thank you, Abraham. It's an awesome deck. Judges, what questions do you have about FAST?
Abraham, how do I get these tacos?
Sorry, I think two of you talk at the same time, so I was not able to understand.
Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
I was just asking how I get these tacos.
Where do you live? Sorry.
New York City.
Then there will be an Access taco store in New York City in the future. That's how you will get them.
Amazing.
Awesome. Renil, you go for it. I have a follow-up question, but you go for it.
Yeah, Abraham, I love your energy. I love this whole like idea, so wacky and fun and different. I'm curious, like, what do you think is kind of the, like if you had to sort of break this down, like in the next, 3 months, 6 months, like what do you do? What could you realistically do with like more limited capital, and how do you kind of get started?
Well, actually, I'm from Mexico, as maybe of you can see right now. So opening a taco restaurant in Mexico is not as expensive in other countries. We already have a real estate member. We already have a logistic member. We already have as you can see in our pitch deck, a big team. So we have we want to finish, first of all, our NFTs. We want to finish everything to release the social media, the website, everything. So when everything releases the same day, including the first taco restaurant here in my city in Mexico.
Cool.
Abraham, when did you say the first shop is opening?
We are thinking about maybe 2 or 3 months, because we're already making tests selling in our university. I just graduated yesterday. So before that, we were like, hey guys, do you like tacos? And this started because of that, because our headquarters after university was a taco place. So it's like where we took decisions, where we were hanging out with friends. So it was, this is the beginning of everything. Even when we were at NASA, they tell us that the NASA engineers were going to a Mexican restaurant after some work, and global cuisine and Mexican cuisine is all over the place. So we want to share that.
I love it. The space race fueled by tacos. Congratulations on graduating. That's amazing. And sorry, Abraham, one last question. What city are you based in Mexico?
Sorry?
What city are you based in?
Oh, in Cuernavaca. This is like a holiday city. So if you want to come, you have a place here.
Amazing. So now we know where to go for the best tacos ever. Well, thank you, Abraham. That was awesome. And last but certainly not least, finishing off the showdown with a splash is the Blue Punch Buggy team.
Sabrina's going to get us started here.
Cool.
Sharing her screen.
We'll stand by.
Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you see my screen?
We cannot.
Okay.
She is the artist of the Blue Punch Buggy group. I am the technical person of the Blue Punch Buggy group. So
You're two halves of a whole. I love it. Our video team is working on getting you guys share screen access. It looks like you, oh, perfect.
Did it work?
Yep, we can
there
see
we
your.
go.
Awesome, guys, take it away.
Hi, we're Blue Punch Buggy. We transform one man's trash into valuable, tangible treasures, reclaiming forgotten memories. We combine that digital and physical aspect to create collections that are unique, one of a kind, in a sustainable way.
This is how we create our treasure. using the discarded materials, we repurpose them, creating our art and our collections. Each collection is then split half and half, where one half is available for sale up on our website. The other half is put into blind bags that goes into an infinity pool of blind bags. So you could end up getting one from a first series. You could get one from a further series down the road, which also includes the card shown here, that one side is a link to our site. The other side has a paper wallet that you would get the Blue Punch Buggy social token that can be used for redeeming within the community on our platform, either merchandise or other collections, kind of a points reward system in that social token aspect.
So this kind of shows a use case. The way, so I'm a huge fan of Wicked, and I've been very blessed to get to go, got to go twice. However, the first time I was in my 20s, so you know the memorabilia that I have from it, I don't know where it's at. I got to go a while. We had a student from Germany come and stay with us, so we were lucky enough to get tickets when it was where we live. If I got to go now and Blue Punch Buggy's process of where we're going, it also helps reduce and reuse, and kind of gives that digital retail experience. You get a collector's pin that is the QR code that's compressed, a compressed NFT. When you download it, you get your ticket. You get exclusive access to facts and fun things. You actually get a digital copy of the program of the event. Sometimes people that, you know, just throw away, so it's wasted art and it's wasted paper a lot of the time. Other things that could be included in this would be like autographed posters, downloadable music, and then more discount for merchandise.
Just because we got a warning, here's a brief cap of the unlimited use cases of how our core process can be applied. Like realistically, it's unlimited. Go ahead, next.
So working with Solana would
the reason we chose Solana is Solana's a great community. Its community is family. Family is Ohana, and Ohana means that no one's left behind. And that's what here at Blue Punch Buggy, that's what we stand for. And that's what Solana makes us feel like. That's why we chose Solana.
Awesome. Judges, do you have any questions for the Blue Punch?
Thank you guys so much.
And thanks so much for putting together your deck, you guys. Judges, any questions for our final contestant?
Thanks. Yeah, could you walk us through? So you're taking discarded goods and then making buttons out of them, and then also collectible NFTs?
Yeah, so for example, here, I have one on my hat here. My camera's not the best, but where it's creating those memories. Like we all have those things when we were you know, growing up as kids, that, you know, whether it be a comic, whether it be Pokemon cards, Garbage Pail Kids, I mean, there's unlimited art out there that is getting left behind because there's people either don't see value in it, or they don't see it, they don't care enough about it to make sure that it makes it into the next generation of collectors. So like comic book stores, if there's no cover on a comic, they put it out there for free. We use that stuff and repurpose it and make our own buttons out of that, along with like on our workflow slide, it showed the process of how we're taking this, what most people would consider rubbish or rubble or trash, and we repurpose it and use it to create our product. So we're not leaving a carbon footprint by producing more and more stuff that when there's already stuff out there that we can use.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Blue Punch Buggy team. We appreciate you guys pitching and closing us out with style. To all of the finalists, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have done an amazing job, truly. I was blown away by all of your pitches. Please keep an eye out on Twitter. We will also be telegramming you directly once the judges have deliberated and given us their final results. But you know, I do want to say all of you are winners in my mind, and we encourage you guys to keep an open dialogue with our team. We're here to support you guys at the end of the day. And to all of our judges, thank you for the amazing questions. Once the stream ends, please make sure to ping me in the finalists or in the final round judges Telegram group we have with your picks, and then we'll get the ball rolling on announcing. But thank you guys all so much. This has truly been amazing.